Today I'd like to introduce you to our touring bike. Matthew and I plan to ride across the United States next summer on the TransAmerica route. The Trans Am for short is a very classical bike route that many people do. Maybe 300 to 400 people per year take that route across the United States. This bike's called Linsky Back Roads. It's made out of titanium. And just to show you the difference between a road bike and a touring bike, my road bike is a carbon fiber and it weighs 16, 17 pounds. I can pick it up with one hand. This bike is much heavier because we have racks and bags, etc. on it. And the bike itself, out of titanium, is 32 pounds. We add the bags and we're getting up to 40 more pounds, and water, you're riding about 75 pounds of gear. So the bike weighs 4 times as much as a normal bike. Now, we have the racks on here in the front and the back that carry these bags. These bags are called pannier bags, and they have clips on the back that allow them to ride with the bike. And that carries all of our gear. We'll be self-sustained, which means we'll have our camping gear, our cooking gear, our clothes, everything, our tent and sleeping bags will be all contained in these bags. We can't have very much. We have to be very selective. So there's some rules that say ounces add up to pounds and pounds add up to pain. So don't take anything you don't absolutely need and really try to streamline that down. So some of the things that make the touring bike different. One is the weight, 75 pounds. Road bike, I can ride it 15, 16 miles an hour over long distances like RAGBRAI. This bike I'll be going 11 or 12 miles per hour, so it's a lot slower. But that's from the durability and the weight. One thing that's also different is that the length of the frame is longer. When your wheels come around, you don't want to be clipping into those bags and hitting them, so they make it longer. But that also makes the bike more stable, smooth riding. Titanium makes it smoother rider. So it's like riding in a Cadillac versus a sports car. Going slower, but it's a lot more comfortable of a ride. Leather seat makes it more comfortable to ride. We bought a Brooks classical saddle. It kind of molds to you over time, and it makes it easier. And long bicyclists wondering how we can do that, but your seat bones get used to it over time, and after 2 or 3 training rides, you don't feel it anymore. We have a bag on the front, the panniers on the front, the racks. There's disc brakes on this bike, and that's for durability again, less breaking down. And coming down mountains, we don't want our brakes to heat up. So caliper brakes that pinch will heat up when they hit the rims, and these won't. They just pinch on the disc instead. That's steel frame fork, and that makes the bike more durable along the disc brakes. So if you're coming down a mountain, it might hit 40 miles an hour. On a road bike, it'll hit 50 miles an hour coming down. And you don't want to be shimming with that extra weight. Also, the bike just has to be more stable because you carry 75 pounds, it's easy to get going one way or the other. So that makes it more difficult. You just have to get used to riding a bike like that. We have to be able to do some maintenance out there on the road. So we have to be able to change tires, of course, change spokes, take the wheels apart, replace those spokes, replace chains. We'll have some tools with us to do that as well. We have frames on it. It's just an overall more durable bike. I've done some training with all that extra weight. I went down for 3 days on a Katy trail and rode it. I think we averaged 11 miles an hour. We went 45-mile days and got used to the weight. I took it up some hills here in town, and there's a 3/4 mile hill that's 8% grade. My road bike, I might go 8, 9, maybe 10 miles an hour. On this, I was able to go up 5 to 6 miles an hour, so that was really good. You just keep making progress and realize you're going slower. We have mountain bike gearing on the front so that you can carry that extra weight up those hills like that. It slows you up, but it has better leverage, and you can do it. Also went up some gradients of 12 and 13% already. I was only going 3 or 4 miles per hour, but we made them up it. I doubt Lake Hill's that heavy out there. So on the TransAmerica, it's, like I said, 4,200 miles. It'll take us 75 days. We plan to average 65 miles a day. So we'll probably be in the bike 6, 7, possibly 8 hours a day. So it's a long time to be sitting on it. And it isn't that 65 miles or is that overall tough. It's just getting up and doing it day after day after day. We will rest 1 day a week, probably on Sunday, and go to church and then carry on with the rest that day and then go throughout the next week. So we're really looking forward to our ride. It's going to be a great adventure across America.